Hello everyone, welcome back to YK Reviews. For today's video, I'm basically just doing a separate video in regards to the announcement of the Power Rangers 30th anniversary Netflix special that's going to be airing. I'm going to talk about it briefly in the upcoming weekly entertainment news episode here, but I am such a huge fan of Power Rangers, so I just wanted to make its own separate video. So let's get into it here. So a little bit of a backstory for me here when it comes to like Power Rangers. Like I said, I'm such a huge fan of the Power Rangers show. I grew up watching it. The very first Power Rangers series I watched was Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. My dad came home one day with like a VHS. If you have no idea what it is, it's like a set thing that us kids used to watch before streaming was a thing. So he would come home with a VHS, didn't ask any questions, didn't tell me where he got it from. My theory growing up is that he would steal VHS tapes from the library, because we had a Harry Potter one, we had Power Rangers one, we had a lot of like Bollywood movies and cartoon movies. He'd always come home with one, so something tells me that he would steal them from the library. But Lightspeed Rescue was the first Power Rangers I ever got into, and over the years I would watch every single Power Rangers series, from the series after Lightspeed Rescue and even the series before it. I remember waking up every Saturday morning, 6:30 a.m, 7 a.m, watching the Power Rangers series here. And every summer growing up, I would just binge watch all the series once I was able to get a Netflix account, from Mighty Morphin all the way up until like the latest Power Rangers series, whatever it was. I would always just binge watch it, and I would do that every summer for like 8 years straight. But then life just got in the way of not being able to watch it. So like the last proper Power Rangers series that I was watching was Jungle Fury, I believe it was. And all the series that have come after that I've not been able to watch, but I am in the middle of doing like a binge watching Power Rangers of all the series once again in time for the 30th anniversary. So I am going to be doing probably some series reviews, Power Ranger reviews of every single season in the upcoming months. So keep an eye out on the channel. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the like button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on those if you're a huge Power Rangers fan. But with Power Rangers, it was such an iconic show. It may not be the most well written or well thought out plot or anything like that, but it was just pure entertainment. Every episode had its own story arc. Plot was very similar. You had the backstory of what the episode was going to be about, had the Power Rangers and the Megazord fight, then you had the ending of like everybody coming to grips of like what happened in the episode. But it was just pure entertainment. You had a lot of like good, for me, storylines, some good comedic elements in there. So every Power Rangers season had its own unique aspect, and always the designs of the Power Rangers too was so great to like look at, because you always have a great unique design every single season. Everyone is different when it comes to like the actual designs. And for me, when it comes to like my favorite Power Rangers series, I don't have one in particular. I have probably 3 joint ones, and those are Wild Force, Ninja Storm are my 3 top, and then Mighty Morphin as well. Like, to be honest, there's just no like high top one there. I've just got so many to choose from. But yeah, now that they made the announcement, they announced it a while ago, but then they released this first official trailer of it, and you just see like a bunch of old Power Rangers coming back. So you see Billy, you see Zap, you see Adam, you see Kat, you see Rocky, you see Aisha. You just have these Power Rangers returning, some of them working together for the first time when it comes to like Zach and Rocky. So Steve Cardenas, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, and Walter Jones working together for the first time. Just seeing these Power Rangers 30 years later, it's got such nostalgic vibes to it, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with the announcement too. Basically, I was doing a bit of digging just to see what could be the storyline here. And what it's essentially about here is that they've released a little bit of a plot synopsis. It reveals here, in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always, which is the title, 30 years after the wise and powerful Zordon formed the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the team comes face to face with a familiar threat from the past. In the midst of a global crisis, they are called on once again to be the heroes the world needs. Inspired by the legendary mantra from the franchise, Once a Ranger, Always a Ranger, Once and Always reminds everyone, when you become a Ranger, you are always part of the Ranger family and always welcome. And so you see in the bits and pieces, the clips that was released earlier this week, you've got the Yellow Ranger, which is played by Aisha, but then you've also got Trini's daughter, Trini, the original Yellow Ranger, being in this movie. So she's being played by Charlie Kirsch. So she's going to be playing Min, I believe that's how you say it. Basically the daughter of the Yellow Ranger. So like passing on that generation there, since like Trini, the actress, sadly passed away many years ago there. So a lot of like familiar faces there. In the trailer, you also notice that like there's a Green Ranger taking off the helmet, but it doesn't reveal who the Green Ranger is. Sadly, as I mentioned in like the weekly entertainment news episodes a couple of months ago, Jason David Frank has sadly passed away, which has crushed me so much. I grew up with Tommy Oliver, and just knowing that he has sadly passed away just before this is coming out too, I don't think he is going to be in there, because I don't believe he accepted like the offer to go in there, because he was doing his own separate thing. Also, Amy Jo Johnson, who played the original Pink Ranger, Kimberly, and Austin St. John, who played Jason, the original Red Ranger, are also two that aren't going to be in there. So like from the original one, you've just got Billy and Zach as the original cast, but then Rocky, Aisha, and Adam coming back to reprise their roles. So a lot of like good nostalgia, great initial trailer here, and they also released some screenshots too of the anniversary special. As we take a look here, we see Kat, Billy, Zach, Rocky in the what looks like the command center here. You've got just a image that puts such a huge smile on my face, Billy and Zach together here, and you've got Billy, Kat, Rocky getting ready to morph, and also here you've got Billy and Zach with as I mentioned, Trini's daughter there. And what I really love behind them is you've got the Radbug car. It looks like it's been modified, more like a modern looking car, but just having that being brought back, just so much great Easter eggs showing up here. And also what's interesting in terms of the villain itself, because from like the casting announcement too, you've got the voice of Alpha 5, the original voice, Richard Horvitz, I think that's how you pronounce it, also returning. But then what's interesting here is you've got Barbara Goodson, who played Rita, like who voiced Rita Repulsa, is coming back here. And I know if you've seen the Power Rangers, if you've seen what happened in Power Rangers in Space, the final episode with Zordon Sacrifice and everything like that, from what I found here is that it's sort of like Hasbro did announce a little thing when it comes to Rita Repulsa. Basically, Hasbro teased here that during Hasbro's Plus special live stream for the series, is that Rita Repulsa will actually be returning as a Robo version of herself. So Robo, I think, just means like a robot version, so it could be like a robotic version of Rita Repulsa, a Zord version of Rita Repulsa, something to indicate that it's her. So it's not actually the original Rita Repulsa returning, but like a robotic version. Who's going to be in charge of that? Who's going to be controlling that? We don't know, because even like Lord Zed returned in the latest Power Rangers series here, in Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, which is also actually going to be released later on this year as well. So I've got to be catching up on that as well. Most likely be going to be doing a review in regards to that. But yeah, it looks like Rita Repulsa coming back, Lord Zed coming back, and in a separate show series related to Power Rangers. But just overall, a great fun trailer, a great announcement, and something to really look forward to if you are a Power Rangers fan. And with this, it's coming out on April 19th, 2023, so about 3 months from now, and I genuinely cannot wait to see what they're going to do with it. Just having that vibes, the nostalgia, the Easter eggs, just so much memories coming back as being a kid watching Power Rangers. So I'm just super excited for this. Like I said, I had to just make its own separate video because I am going to talk about it briefly in the weekly entertainment news video in the next couple of days here, but I just had to make its own video because I'm just so pumped for this. I'm such a huge Power Rangers fan, and this just honestly made my week. So let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts, your opinions, what you think about the announcement, the trailer, your excitement level for this. Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like button, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos here. Like I mentioned, most likely you're going to be doing a series review every single Power Rangers series that has come out, from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers all the way up to Cosmic Fury later on this year. So keep an eye out on the channel for that. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. This is YK Reviews. And as Zordon famously says, may the power protect you.